Welcome, fam. This is a Kinstretch class designed for Jiu Jitsu players. Today, we're going to work on two major joints, the hips and the knees. More specifically, we're going to work on the rotational abilities of both of those joints. Rotation is extremely important for a Jiu Jitsu player, not only for guards like Deli, Riva, X, single leg X, butterfly, but also to put on submissions like triangles and to build more resiliency against things like heel hooks. There's one simple rule for today's mobility session: do not move into any sharp shooting pain. If you start to rotate your hip or rotate your knee into what feels like a sharp shooting pain, simply come out of that position just a little bit and start your work from there. So without further ado, let's get cracking. The first movement we're going to do today is called an axial rotation, and we're going to do it for the hip. So let's lay down on our backs like so. We're going to take this right leg, bring it into a 90-degree angle. And from here, we're going to perform axial rotations. So we're going to rotate externally and internally. Try only moving from your hip and not from your back. You can most certainly use your hands to guide the hip into that direction. But once we get there, you want to use the muscles that are responsible for rotation to hold an isometric contraction at that end range of motion. So first, let's move into external rotation as far as we can. Hold there for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now rotate the other way into internal rotation. Hold there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. External again. Don't use the hands as much this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate internal. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. External again. Let's bring the intensity up a little bit. So squeeze that hip a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And internal again. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. External. Squeeze. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last internal. Rotate. Hold that tension. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Switch. Guide the first one. External rotation. Hold there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Internally rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Less hands this time. Rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Internal rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the intensity up now. Rotate, rotate, rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Internal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. External. Last one each. Really squeeze here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Internal. Last one. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. If you felt like you were going to cramp, you did that correct. The next exercise is called PAILS, Progressive Angular Isometric Loading. It simply means an active stretch. And how we're going to use the PAILS contraction is to try to get more external rotation of the hip. So we're going to get into this 90-90 position. If you feel like you can't get into that position because of this hip, simply bend the knee and tuck the hip in a little bit. From here, we're going to square up on this front leg. And we're going to fold over our hip crease. We're not going to round down. We're going to pick our chest up, rotate, and then bring our chest to the wall in front of us. Now, as we get deep into that position, you should feel a stretch on the outside of this hip. As we move into that position, no closed angle pain, meaning no pain or restriction in the hip crease. Shoot that hip back behind you, chest goes forward. And now we're going to try to find a stretch on the outside of that hip. If you feel it in this straight position, great. If you have to maybe rotate a little bit to try to find more stretch, you can do that as well. So I got the stretch on the outside of that hip. And from here, we're going to hold the stretch for about a minute. This is called priming. It's extremely important because we don't want to pull the tissue by immediately jumping into isometric contractions. So hold that stretch. Find a little bit more. Adjust your body if you need. Breathe. This part is extremely important. Okay, now we're going to use this front leg to rotate into the ground. So we're going to rotate this way into the ground. Driving that whole leg down. Really think about driving the side of the foot first into the ground, like we're rotating, scooping the ground at 20% tension. Now 30%. At 20% of our greatest effort. If 100% was literally trying to drill a hole down to China, we're only going to do 20% of that. Now 30%. As you're doing these percentages, you're holding that contraction, which should make the stretch on the side of that hip more. 40%, 50%. We're going to hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Exhale and go into a deeper passive stretch. So you're not driving that leg down, but you're not letting yourself round over or changing position. Trying to find a greater stretch on the outside of that hip. Breathe here for 20 seconds. Should be about a 7 out of 10 in terms of intensity of the stretch. Bring it down to a 5. This time we're going to ramp up to 70% tension. Starting at 20, driving that leg down. 30, whole leg down. 40, being heavier on the foot now, scooping. 50, 60, 70, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Should be no pain in the hip crease. Should be no pain in the knee. If there is, adjust your position to avoid it. If you do feel pain in the knee, maybe take that hand, scoop it underneath the heel, and see if that helps. We're going to work up again to 70% tension. Real 70% tension. Not the 50 that you probably did on the last rep. I'm not coming at you, we're just being honest. It's your first time doing pails. I got to teach you. 20% down. 30, 40, chest deeper. 50, 60, 70, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Exhale, bring that chest to the wall in front of you, not down towards the ground, but pulling yourself in front of you more. Use that breath to bring it back down to a 5 out of 10. Slowly come up and switch to the other side. Remember, we're going to find the stretch on the outside of that right hip. So adjust the position however you need to get that stretch on the outside of the hip. Chest is up. We pull ourselves forward as we push the hip back. We find the stretch on the outside of that hip. Remember, just because you found the stretch in one position on this hip doesn't mean it's going to be the same for this one. So add a little bit of zone exploration and find that stretch. No pain in the knee, no pain in the hip crease. If you do, just adjust. Hold that stretch for another 30 seconds. Start driving that leg down at 20% tension. 30, 40, 50. Hold there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax into a better stretch. Should be about a 7 out of 10. Use your breath for the next 20 seconds to try to bring it down to a 5. Start driving down 20%, 30, going up to 70 this time, 40, 50, this leg down, heavy on the ankle, 60, 70, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that chest forward a little bit more. 20-second stretch. Last one, real 70% effort. Start at 20, 30, push that hip back, chest forward, 40, 50, 60, 70, hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax into a deeper stretch. Anytime I've taken an athlete through a PALS, they've always been amazed by how hard stretching actually becomes when you add active contractions. And slowly come out of this. Now we're going to go back and do a couple more of those axial rotations to see if we acquired more range. So right hip first at that 90-degree angle, and let's rotate external. Yep, feels like a little bit more. Internal. This might not feel like it's necessarily more because we didn't do anything for internal. We did the external rotation PALS. But let's try to get a little bit more of that external again. Rotate, 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 hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Internal. Squeeze again, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And external last time, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And internal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Switch sides. See how this hip feels. Externally rotate. Definitely more range there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And internal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. External again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip feels smoother. And internal again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Really squeeze external. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And internal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hips done. Now let's move on to the knee. So we're going to work on axial rotations before the knee. So how we do that is we're going to put our heel down into the ground. And from here, we're going to take our hands on either side of our knee, and we're just going to guide. So how we're going to do that is we're going to put our heel into the ground, put our hands on the side of our calves like so, and then we're going to rotate. Medial tib rotation, lateral tib rotation. Now, as you do this motion, try to use your hamstrings. When you move into medial tib rotation, use the hamstrings on this side. When you go lateral tib rotation, try to use the hamstrings on the outside. Let's begin. First, let's move into medial rotation. Medial, hold that hamstring for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's go lateral and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Medial again, rotate. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral tib rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Medial, one more time each. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lateral again. Find that hamstring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Switch sides. Now, the axials and the pales that we've done so far are simply the prerequisite for strength training. It's like building the body weight squat before the barbell back squat. We have to make sure that we have connection to the movement first, then we can start load-bearing capacities. Okay, so again on this side, medial tib rotation, lateral tib rotation. Let's begin. Start from neutral, heels down into the ground. We guide, medial tib rotation, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral tib rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Medial tib rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back out to lateral tib rotation. Hold lateral. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Medial tib rotation. Find that hamstring. Find that hamstring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral tib rotation. Rotate, rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Medial tib rotation. Keep going. Rotate, rotate, rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last lateral. Rotate, rotate out. Rotate out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Beautiful. Next, we're going to do an exercise called ENGs. I know these words are much bigger than they have to be, but in time, they'll become much simpler. ENGs stand for eccentric neural grooving. Just think about it as an active eccentric. So how we do this is we're going to start in this neutral position, and then I'm going to use rotation of my tib to restrict my arm from rotating my tibia. So essentially, I'm just going to be fighting my hand, right? Start from neutral, fighting my hand, fighting my hand, fighting my hand, fighting my hand, and then I let go, come back to neutral. I'm fighting my hand with my tib. I'm feeling all this connective tissue working, and then coming back to neutral. Please remember, no closed angle pain, right? As we're rotating this way, there shouldn't be any pain on the outside. As we move in, there shouldn't be any pain on the inside. We're going to do both sides. Let's begin. So from neutral, I'm going to fight my hand at a low to moderate intensity. Shouldn't be anything crazy, just enough to feel the connective tissue working, fighting that resistance. 1. Again, 30% effort. 2. Again. 3. If you want, if you feel like you can, ramp up a little bit more. We'll go to 50%. 4. Fighting my hand. I'm fighting my hand. 5. Good. Switch sides. Once again, we're fighting the hand. Start at 30% effort. Rotate. 1. Rotate. 2. 3. Ramp it up a little bit more now. 4. Ramp, ramp, ramp. Tension, tension, tension. 5. Back to the right side. Now we're going to go medial tib rotation. So hands going to go on the outside. Resist, resist, resist. 1, light effort. 2, resist, resist. Fight the hand. 3, ramp up a little more if you can. Fight the hand, fight the hand. 4, fight, fight, fight. 5. Medial rotation on the other side. Grab on the outside. Remember, we're creating resistance. Start at 30%. Once you feel comfortable, you can ramp up a little bit higher. Resist. 1. Resist. Fight, fight, fight. 2. Fight, fight, fight. 3. 4. Even 50% effort can be hard if you really focus on where you're moving from. And 5, rest. So now let's go back. Let's do a couple more axial rotations, and we'll finish this session out. So heel's going to go down to the ground. Rotate. Medial. Rotate. Medial, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Medial. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral. 5, 4. Find those hamstrings. 3, 2, 1. Medial. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more each time. Medial. 5, 4. Find that hamstring. 3, 2, 1. Lateral. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. Medial. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Medial. Keep that tension. Keep that tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lateral. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Medial again. Squeeze. Find the hamstring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more each. Find that medial. Find that medial. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for joining my class today. I hope you learned a lot. Hope your knees and hips feel better. They're definitely going to feel worked in ways that they probably have never been worked before. I'll see you soon. Peace.